ladies and gentlemen of all ages, boys and girls. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Angry Meat Production. We appreciate you coming in and letting us be a part of your lives week in and week out. We hope to do our best to present you with something that your eardrums delight in. Whether you're looking at us on YouTube or Rumble, or listening to us on Spotify, Google, or Anchor, or any of the other podcast services that we are currently on or trying to get on. We thank you. And if you don't mind, at the end of every episode, stop by, leave us a comment, leave us a like. If it asks for 5 stars, we'll take 5 stars, even if you don't like us. 5 stars are what it's all about. With that being said, we hope you enjoy our attempt to make our advocation our vocation. Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. We here at Angry Me Production want to thank our sponsor, Mobile Notary Mindy. She's certified with the National Notary Association. She's also bonded and E&O insured. She offers a wide range of services including wills, powers of attorney, medical documents, healthcare proxies, living wills, certification of trust, assignment of personal property, HIPAA waivers, advanced healthcare directives, and 99 verification. You can find her on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Mobile Notary Mindy. You can also visit her webpage at TexasMobileNotaryMindy.com. That's TX, MobileNotaryMindy.com. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Any day now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, Angry Faithful, all ages, welcome to the properly counted 155 edition of Nerd Sports.
You got it right this time?
Yeah, because last week it was 154 part 2, David's recount.
Did David go get some more fingers and toes?
Well, he didn't set up the episode this week. I did.
That would explain it.
Yeah. So,
Well, yeah, the infantry guy is the one that gets the math right.
I mean, we're the ones that those poor sky janitors, man. I mean, it's like they wear socks with their slides.
Just
we have to take our
not even white socks, like they're black dress socks.
Yeah, the black
Argyle.
Yeah. Exactly, Argyle, and not the campy spy thriller either. I mean, it's
the full on 1970s dad Argyle.
1970s dad Argyle socks. I mean, at least in the infantry, we can see our toes when we take off our socks to change them. So, changing your socks and drinking water is better than Motrin and morphine mixed all together.
Like that does more for you than any 5-hour energy ever will.
It really does. I mean, except it depends. Like toward the end of a very, very long road march, like a 25 or a 27 miler, if you stopped long enough just to change your socks there towards the end, your feet are going to swell and you're never going to get your boots back on.
Yeah. But once you get back to the barracks and you're done, and you get that fresh pair of socks on there. Oh
yeah. And look at this. We are a 2-minute mark into the show and we're already up to 5 viewers, and this is great. I think it's the magic of the hashtags that I put out there.
It's the magic of getting the math right.
That too.
We learned how to count, so they're going to show up.
Right. So I mean, I added a little bit of little WWE magic to to the hashtags this week on the descriptions. Yeah, so
I feel like that's appropriate.
I didn't watch a lot of WrestleMania this year. I haven't actually for the last couple of years. Although this year it was on Peacock, so I'm like, okay. I was indisposed this weekend. I had family matters to attend to, and really not any time, especially last night, because I was on the road back home to watch Cody Rhodes finally finish the story. So
There was a lot of overbooking on some of these fights. It hindered some of these fights, but with the Rhodes Reigns, Universal Championship match, that was perfection. That was great.
I admit I haven't seen it yet.
Well, okay. So I mean, everybody's in the stadium, because it was at Lincoln Financial Field where the Eagles play in Philadelphia. So it was an outdoor venue, which is cool. I mean, hey, great.
Awesome. Don't see that very often.
No, not anymore. I mean, but the whole stadium is just filling up with Cody chants, right? So both of the fighters, both of the wrestlers, they're in the middle of the ring staring each other down, and Rhodes locks Reigns up from behind, but he ate an elbow and it was dropped later by a shoulder block. Rhodes got rolling a bit before moving out of the way of a spear that Roman Reigns was trying to throw at him in a corner. Reigns ended up going shoulder first into the ring post. Cody slid a table into the ring, but Reigns hit a drive-by and slid the table back under the ring. So there was lots of props because this match was played by was fought with the bloodline rules, which meant there was no disqualifications.
Yeah.
So I mean, classic WWE type stuff, right? With the
old school,
yeah. I mean, not quite Hell in a Cell, but yeah, it's definitely it's one of those cool like stipulations that I guess Triple H is throwing in there now. But I mean, we're talking eye gouges, the fight spilling out into the crowd. They were fighting in the crowd before Rhodes hit a suplex on an equipment platform, and after getting back into the ring, Roman Reigns countered with a disaster kick, countered a disaster kick into a power bomb. And from there, the match kind of slowed down a little bit. Reigns took over the Cation in the ring until both of them were simultaneously dropped. They dropped each other with clotheslines. Rhodes made a big comeback with a power slam and a disaster kick for a 2 count. Reigns came back by hitting Rhodes with his own crossroads for a near fall, which the crossroads is Cody Rhodes' move, right? But as they went back outside the ring, Reigns hit a low blow and a power bomb through the commentary desk. You gotta love that desk, though. Like, how many of those tables do they go through? Like the budget for the commentator table for this particular WrestleMania was through the roof, right?
Well, but when they're going
to. It's kind of like the Botox budget for the last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I mean, it's
like the entire budget.
Yeah, it was the entire budget because they didn't put anything into production, right?
We need 14 tables. 14? That feels excessive. Like, no.
We'll see next time.
It might not even be enough.
See, what they need to do is they need to hold WrestleMania in Orchard Park, New York next time, where the Buffalo Bills play.
Yeah,
Bills Mafia's got them covered on tables, right?
Right.
Like, you come on up here, we'll get you on a discount.
Just make sure it's not a Ron Swanson table because you'll never go through it.
Right, exactly. Although it will smell oddly like Irish whiskey. And bacon. Anyway, so Cody Rhodes got thrown back into the ring, and Roman Reigns connected with a Superman punch for another near fall. Rhodes came back with a Cody Cutter moments later, got Reigns on his own 2 count. Rhodes also hit a spear for another 2 count. And then after the spear, Rhodes hit a crossroads before going into a second 2 count, only to be super kicked by Jimmy Uso, who was one of the first interventions, right? Reigns hit a Superman punch, but Jey Uso ran down, battling with his twin brother before spearing him off the entrance ramp. Now back in the ring, Reigns hit a spear, but Rhodes managed to kick out. Rhodes drove Reigns out of the ring to break a guillotine choke and speared Reigns through the ringside barricade. Now, Rhodes hit a crossroads twice, but was hit by a Samoan spike from Solo Sikoa. I hope I'm saying that right. As he went for a third, Sikoa dragged Reigns off the top of Rhodes, but Rhodes Rhodes managed to kick out. So it was a near fall there. Let me see here. Reigns and Sikoa hit a combination spear and Samoan spike, but Rhodes managed to kick out yet again before John Cena's music hit and he ran into the ring. John freaking Cena wearing his, you can't see me stuff, knocked Sikoa from the ring and hitting Reigns with an attitude adjustment. And then Cena then put Sikoa through the Spanish commentary desk, which brought out The Rock. Rock ducked a Cena punch and then delivered a rock bottom. Now, as Rock took off a weight belt and waited to hit Rhodes, the Shield music played, and Seth Rollins attempted to slide into the ring with a chair, but was hit by Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. Now, before The Rock could do anything further, the Undertaker's gong sounded and the lights cut out, right? And then when the lights came back on, Undertaker was standing behind The Rock and delivered a choke slam before disappearing when the lights went back out. So rather than attacking Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns struck Seth Rollins in the back with a chair, and Rhodes countered a spear with a kick and delivered a trio of crossroads before the 3 count to win the championship. That was an insane little match, right? Like I said, dude, there was a ton of people that just kind of came out. Like the only person that didn't come out, which was heavily rumored to have happened, or which was it was heavily rumored in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania, was Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's because on his TikTok page, his Instagram page, is constantly showing him traveling from one hotel to the next, and he was working out all the time.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, he's getting back in shape for WrestleMania. He's going to come out. But, so it was a cool match to watch. I mean, I didn't get to see it live, but I mean, I did watch replays of it. Now, I mean, Cody Rhodes has been kind of on this mission to obtain the championship since since leaving the WWE back in 2016. He started All Elite Wrestling in the process. And when he returned to WWE in WrestleMania 38, he said, yeah, my dad, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, never got his shot at the title. I'm taking it. Right. And so he came up short last year with, another match that was done with the Bloodline rules. But no, I mean, it was one of those kind of like real popular wins. I mean, everybody wanted to see him finally just get this title. I mean, because it ended a Ray. Let's see here. Yeah, Roman Reigns, he had a run as world champion, 1,317 days. So, yeah, I mean, it was time. So Triple H did announce, though, as far as the story, as far as the writers' rooms were concerned, writers' rooms, what, wrestling fake and scripted?
No.
Yes, it is.
What?
However, I mean, those dudes are, those wrestlers are still athletic as hell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
Like, I mean, you can't throw guys that big around and not be athletic.
Right. And you wonder why they get addicted to painkillers, after they retire, or maybe halfway through their careers, is because, I mean, some of the crap that they do. But, it's, I mean, some of the, I mean, like with Mick Foley, for example.
Oh, God, yeah.
The brutalizing that he put his body through his entire professional wrestling career.
Absolutely no regard for his health.
Yeah, none. I mean, he knew that it was time when it was, I think, one of the last championship fight or matches that he had. I think it was against Triple H, or it might have been The Rock. He had a tooth get knocked out through his lip. It was one of his top teeth was hanging out of his bottom lip.
Yeah.
Like he pushed it with his tongue, and the tip of his tongue was coming through. And like his kids were at that particular pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And it just terrified his I think it was his son or daughter. I can't remember which, but you know, I mean, now anytime that you see Mick Foley walking around in public, he's got a cane.
Oh yeah. The dude can barely walk.
Yeah. You know,
like
I
the
mean,
fact that he's even upright at all is a major miracle.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then you see that, you know, like the Undertaker got out when he did. Stone Cold Steve Austin ultimately retired from the full-time wrestling gig because of fused vertebra in his neck.
I was gonna say his neck was
barely
jacked up.
Yeah, I mean he's got no neck anyway, but
yeah, how bad does it have to be when the neck you don't have is fucked up?
Right, exactly. So, but you know, it's I mean, it was fun. And then I didn't catch anything on what happened with Raw tonight, but I don't know. I think I might just like kind of, I don't know, start watching wrestling, you know, at least the WWE just a little bit more closely, I guess. Just because, I mean, for a long time there, I used to watch it like all the time, both WWE and the WCW back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in, it was religious. I was Monday, Thursday, and every pay-per-view we were there.
My great grandmother, I think I might be off by a great, give or take plus or minus one great, was so hardcore into wrestling. Like you could not tell her that it was fake. Like,
yeah,
period.
It was like that movie, Ready to Rumble.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, to her, I mean, from the stories that I've heard, like professional wrestling for her was what soap operas are to most housewives today.
Fair.
You know, so
I mean, isn't that basically what they are?
Now, and what's funny is because, like, you know, it's when you're, you know, you work like the second shift or third shift or whatever, or you know, you're convalescing, like, you know, from a surgery or something like that. You're at home in the middle of the day, right? And you know, back when like Days of Our Lives, the soap operas were on network TV, like all the NBC soaps now are on Peacock. But it was funny because like the running joke was, you know, who's kidnapping or possessing Marlena this week? What's John Black going to do about it? And what's the deal with Owen Hope? Are they just going to just get married, screw, and get it over with? Or I mean, what's going on there, right? And the fact that I still remember names like Roman and Stefano. I mean, come on. It's borderline worthy of having to turn in your man card, but the main joke was that you could take an entire one stare, one look, and I think this is where Kristen Stewart got her like acting pedigree. It was the John Black stare, right? He did this little thing where he just looked into the camera like, and he held that for one whole season. Like anytime that they would cut to John and Marlena talking, John was like this.
Yes, every promotional picture you would see, it was exactly.
Now, I don't know what the characters' names are now or anything like that, but I saw like, you know, Peacock was doing this little like, you know, montage of shows that they offer on their service, right? And in Days of Our Lives, and whoever it was, this dude had an eye patch on, but he still had that John Black stare. The eye patch is on this side, and he is like this. He's like,
it is iconic.
You know, like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel as though I'm caught up. So
And let's not forget too, for fans of Supernatural, Jensen Ackles got his start in a soap opera.
And so did Ryan Reynolds, if I'm not mistaken.
That might be true. I don't know.
Maybe.
To be honest with you, I know he was in a sitcom.
Here, he'd fact check us.
Well, he was in a sitcom. I know that with what?
Yes, he was.
Guys, a girl, and a pizza police.
Something like that. Yeah. All right. So, moving on to baseball. Today is the 50th anniversary of home run number 715. Hank Aaron passing Babe Ruth. It's funny. I always love watching that video because as soon as it cleared the wall, I mean, everybody in the stadium's going nuts. And then fans are running out onto the field to fucking congratulate Hank Aaron, and he's shoving them away like, get the fuck away from me.
that would absolutely be me.
Right.
It'd just be like, why the fuck are you here? Get fuck back in the stands.
Do I come to your office and fucking congratulate you when you don't fucking get piss on your hands? Get the fuck away from me.
Right? Do I go to your place and knock the dick out of your mouth? Get back in the fucking stands.
Right, exactly. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, get in the comments and start jumping in here because it's
absolutely,
it's kind of lonely. If you're on X, hi. We would be remiss today if we did.
I will never ever call it it's Twitter. I will never call it X.
It is. But because like my wife asked me about this last night. She goes, well, it's not Twitter, so what do we call tweeting now? I'm like, tweeting. I'm like, I'm always going to call it tweeting. But I mean, we need Uncle Elon to get on that, to rebrand tweeting. I mean, we can't call it Xing.
Or can you?
Look at that. We
you got nothing. You can't even. There's nowhere you can go with it. That was the thing with like you call it X, and you leave yourself with nowhere to go.
I mean, he can start a like a Facebook clone and call it S, and he can start an Instagram clone and call it E. He did that with his cars.
I mean,
he's got a Model E, he's got a Model S, and he has a Model X. Elon Musk is a fucking frat boy, and I'm here for it. So today, the solar eclipse that did not end the world as it was prophesied to do.
I'm quite disappointed. By the way. I keep getting promised all these apocalypses. None of them happen.
I mean, if we were to get a ribbon for surviving every one of these campaigns,
bro,
I mean, we would have to start figuring out like, okay, do we get rid of the Army service ribbon and just start plugging in other things?
I'd have a freaking salad bar by now. Are you kidding me?
Right, like all the way up here, and then you'd have those guys that get their like their fruit salad offset towards the shoulder, so that way it doesn't go under their fucking lapel.
We'd look like those fucking like North Korean dictators. Those North Korean dictators where they got to start pinning them down their fucking pants legs because they ran out of fucking uniform.
Yeah, here comes jumpsuit, Kim, and he's like, I mean, he's got his generals and standing there. They got so many medals on them. I'm like
they weigh an extra 50 pounds. Oh.
And you wonder why North Koreans are starving to death, because all the resources going into making military decorations. I'm just like, don't be winning like oak leaf clusters, or dollar devices. You know what I mean?
Come on, guys, let's start consolidating these. I feel like we could, there's got to be some overlap here. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Or how about we just not like hand everybody in the North Korean army a participation trophy. We start, we start treating them like the regular army in the U.S., where everything's negotiated down to a certificate or a handshake. Or we tell them, hey, you're going to get 2.5 days of leave on your next LES. Good job.
But that's true, because you look at the lower enlisted and like they get shot if they put their hands in their pockets or something. So it's only the generals that are getting all these medals, which is exactly how it happens here.
Right. Like, oh, you got your quota for chaptering your entire company.
There was a negligent discharge. That counts as shots fired. There was a negligent discharge. So
you get the
PIB, a Bronze Star right there automatically. I mean, he almost died. Like, you don't even know.
Somebody closed the door to his office because he without telling him about it, and he gets a POW MIA ribbon now.
They found him under the desk.
He's medically retired and 100% disabled permanently.
Why not? If you can get 100% after getting out of basic, I'd be chaptered out of basic and get 100% for PTSD out of basic. I just.
Why do you shake uncontrollably and piss yourself at night? That mean man with the round hat yelled at me and called me names.
He called me fucker.
Right. He smelled like whiskey and bacon.
He yelled at me, and some of his dip got on my cheek. I basically have cancer now.
I smelled Copenhagen, and it wasn't in a pouch.
It counts as biological warfare. I'm lucky to be alive.
It's gonna make me sound so fucking old, but it's like, I remember there. I mean, in my day, an infantryman could survive on Copenhagen and water alone.
Right.
I mean,
I'm saying caffeine, nicotine, and water. That's all we needed.
Oh, Jesus. And you get your caffeine from what? The Coca-Cola bottles that you doubled as spit bottles, right? So
you got to empty them somehow.
Yeah. I mean, but just, and then you never emptied your spit bottle. You just chucked it and got a new one.
Right.
Because, you could sit there and go through like 2 cans a day. Your gums look like the surface of the moon. Half your jaw's missing because of cancer, but you pour that dip spit bottle out, that shit'll make you retch.
God, I'm getting queasy just thinking about it.
Right? It's like chunky egg whites.
That is, oh.
And there goes our viewership.
That is the worst.
I remember when Long Cut came out, right? And I was like, oh, I'm going to try this, right? And for a while there, it was pretty good. But it just murdered my gums, dude.
I couldn't. I did actually when I was on the football team. I tried the Copenhagen one time. Redman I could do. It wasn't too bad. I tried Copenhagen one time, and it was the worst too, because in our particular high school, every time we had a home game, all the football moms would get together and throw us a potluck. So we would eat well after the game.
Yeah.
And it happened to be homecoming. Oh God, I puked. I ruined this. This is my good friend of mine named Eric. He's not listening, but he his sister hated me from then on because I just ruined her truck. It was never the same. It was so bad.
Like when a cat pisses on something, you just
it just wasn't. It could be the dead of winter. They scrubbed this thing, they aired it out. It could be dead of winter. You open and like 30 below. You open that, and all you get is just a whiff of just vomit.
Nice.
Copenhagen.
So you enriched the upholstery from deep down.
I'm saying, right. I changed it on a molecular level.
It went through a phase change. Anybody?
It mutated or evolved. I don't know which one is
right,
but it is no longer.
See, everybody like the new thing was or is like grizzly, right? Everybody dips grizzly, like
the wintergreen.
Yeah, but back then it was like grizzly wasn't a thing. It was Copenhagen or Skull, right?
Right.
And God forbid that you dipped Skull, right? You could get away with dipping Skull if you dipped like the Skull straight. But if you got caught with wild cherry,
no,
bro, your sexuality was called into question.
Dude, growing up, we didn't even do like it was. First of all, everybody smoked. I don't think we had any dippers. I think everybody smoked. But in school, in high school, that's where everybody dipped. And the only way you would use Skull, the pouches, is if you're actually in class and you didn't want the Copenhagen in your teeth because they would see it and you get caught. So you'd have the pouches to keep it out of your teeth.
Yeah,
that was the only reason that you would
or you go top rail.
Right.
Yeah.
But even then you would still get caught every time.
Yeah, I mean, I had a platoon leader. He dipped Copenhagen, but he didn't spit.
Dude, I worked for a summer for a guy up in northern Montana.
Yeah.
This dude, he dipped one-handed. He would open it up one hand, he would pack it down, he'd crack it open one hand, he would dip his tongue in it, and he would pack 2 or 3. He'd just dip his tongue and pack it in his cheek. He'd do that 2 or 3 times, put it away, and then light a cigarette. That dude was fucking hardcore, and then walk around with his coffee cup.
Yeah.
Cigarette and a dip in his
So I had a section leader. I won't put his last name out there. His first name is James. He would always get on to the guys that dipped, right? He's like, we're sitting there going, you're going to fucking die of lung cancer. And he's like, well, at least I'm still going to be able to eat pussy after I get cancer, or you're going to have your jaw cut off and you won't be able to do anything. And we were like, we just kind of looked at him. We were like, hey, man, he's not wrong.
He does have a point.
Because I used to do all 3. I used to dip, chew, and smoke, but it was not uncommon sometimes, depending on where we were at. Like you'd see me doing all 3 at the same time. But like I had to quit smoking, dude, for a little while there when I was in the Army because my run time sucked, right? And I was just like, no, this is not going to be a thing. So I quit smoking for a while. I scored 12:01 on my 2-mile time, and I was like, fuck yeah, I need a cigarette.
Time to start back up again.
Right. I got what I wanted. But the solar eclipse today, do you want to talk about getting off in the weeds? Holy shit, did we get off in the weeds just now?
Oh,
we go from talking about.
I was like, how the fuck did we go from eclipse to dipping? Oh fuck!
I don't know, man.
I don't even want to try to backtrack that one.
No, I had just something about North Korea. I don't know.
Wow, David, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to piece that one together when you're editing this. Try to figure out how the hell we got there.
No. I mean, we've established that there's the no editing rule. What people see live is what they're going to get on replay. So just have fun going back over and watching this one while you're trying to upload it.
There you go. That's there.
Yeah. But the solar eclipse passed directly over Progressive Field in Cleveland today. So yeah, I mean, most of the state of Texas was under a decided amount of cloud cover today, to include my area down here in South Texas. But the thing about the cloud cover, normally whenever you're trying to take like pictures of like an eclipse or something like that, you got to put something over the lens of your camera on your phone. I didn't have to do that today. I straight up took took some pretty good eclipse pictures just with cloud cover alone.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes, sir. I'm okay with that. So, that I was waiting for walkers to come down the street. I was waiting for Alibaba and his 40 thieves to start blowing shit up. I was waiting for this dreaded power grid failure that ERCOT said that we were going to experience today.
We didn't even get any traffic delays. Like there was signs all over the place on the highways here in San Antonio that was saying, the eclipse has ended, expect delays and all this. For the last like 2 weeks, it's just been signs saying, expect delays. Dude, there was nobody on the highway.
Take your time, arrive alive. It's like,
it's like I have never been able to drive that fast morning and evening during the week.
Right.
It was almost COVID levels of traffic. It was crazy.
Yeah. I noticed that yesterday too, because when I was coming back home from Wichita Falls, I'm coming into Houston, and right there where you right when you come into North Houston, I mean, traffic really starts to thicken up on 45.
Yeah,
dude, I didn't experience any kind of like slowdown until I started to get closer to the 288 exit that I take going south.
Yeah.
But that's just because everybody was slowing down to take that exit. But I don't think I got under 75 or 80 the entire time I was going through downtown.
Jeez. That's unheard of.
I mean,
I think you were able to go 80.
And it was weird too, because like when I'm coming in, you have to hop on 820 very briefly to get back onto 287 before you go through Enos and Waxahachie and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't slow down there either.
Jeez.
Like at all. I mean, I slowed down a little bit to get off of 820 to take the exit, the 287 exit. But once you got on the exit ramp itself, I mean, you just took off, you were gone. But all in all, I'm gonna give the solar eclipse of 2024. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm like, yeah, it was cool to see, but all the hype,
like we were promised an apocalypse, and we just.
I mean, the closest I think that I got to a shortage of any kind was I was sitting there playing MLB The Show 24, and I'm doing the road to the show. I won the World Series today.
Nice.
Yeah. Finished the season with a 130 and like 52 record.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay. Anyway, I get done and I'm like, okay, why is it saying that my network connection's lost? So I go back to sign back in and I'm like, fucking eclipse. Okay. And then I go outside, my sister-in-law standing there, and I was like, well, the internet just took a nosedive. She goes, no, the router came unplugged. I had the boys plug it back in. I was like, oh. I was like, okay. So it's
the worst apocalypse ever.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's like the worst apocalypse ever. I mean, do better, Mayan calendar. Do better, Nostradamus. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying.
Do better, Democrat Party. I mean, you promise us all these things and you don't deliver on any of them. I mean, with the exception of like the quality of life downgrade in the country. Past that, you've fallen flat on your face with everything. So, that's gonna be a political hot topic right there. We're gonna be on MSLSD, and they're gonna be all like, these two veterans, blah blah blah, talking about the Democrat Party.
These guys want to destroy the country.
Really? They're going to start doxing us, and David's address and contact info is going to be the first thing to hit the internet. You're like, God, suddenly fucking popular. Like, what the
fuck? Where all these people come to my house all of a sudden?
I'm getting all these phone calls from people, and they're not scam likely numbers. Like,
while we're just sitting here
but let me see here.
Just change our names underneath, and we're both being David Dickerman.
yeah, we're both David Dickerman. The second and the third, you know.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Let's see here. Rookie. Somebody got a pretty got an 80-year extension with the Red Sox today.
Oh.
And he's a rookie, as a matter of fact.
An 80-year?
No, 8.
Oh, 8.
Ceddanne Rafaela, he got a 8-year, $50 million contract extension today.
Damn.
It will keep the rookie center fielder in Boston through 2031. And this dude, I mean, this is one of the things that the Red Sox have been missing since they let Mookie Betts go, is a solid center fielder that can cover ground. And they got locked up for the next 8 years. Well, set 9 if you count today, this year. But hell yeah. He said, nope, I'll sign into a different address. Nice.
Don't be a coward. Come on, man. You might have a chance at a stateside kill. Come on, man. Lean in.
Kill. I mean, you get you an apartment pop, dude. I mean, stand out there in your battle rattle, right?
Right.
Get you one of those dildos with the suction cups and stick it straight to your forehead, because you know you've got the hairline. You know, your hairline's far back enough to where you can make that contact patch, right?
You get the combat unicorn.
The combat unicorn, and just sit there and scream like an Arabic woman in mourning. Be like, la, 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 la. It would be great. I mean,
you gotta have your silkies too. You got to make sure you're in silkies.
Yeah,
silkies and a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, Ranger panties, your Mandalorian Hawaiian shirt, and your freaking combat unicorn.
Yes,
dude, that would be that'd be kind of epic, actually. Oh, he's got to get the pink Crocs and put them in sport mode.
Yes, yeah, you gotta have
Hello Kitty, the Hello Kitty Crocs with the sport mode.
Yeah, with all those little
little medallions on them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like Crocs weren't bad enough. Now we're bedazzling them. I mean,
either Hello Kitty or Dora the Explorer. I would accept either.
He could probably get away with Dora because he has a little bit of ethnicity thing going on there. You know, I mean, he almost looks Syrian.
He does have a certain swarthiness about him.
He does. Not quite dirtiest man on the planet, like that Iraqi dude that lived out in the high desert and smoked camel shit for fucking 90 years.
I am the dirtiest man in the world.
Stay filthy, my friend. That's
awesome. Camel shit. God damn it.
Well, like he eventually, I think, they didn't even bother trying to bathe him, but he died last year. Like it was confirmed that he died.
I still can't believe the 90 years. And here we are washing ourselves every day, barely making 70. It's pathetic. Fucking embarrassing.
I mean,
maybe that's the key. Maybe smoking camel shit is the key.
I'm not willing to put that wager out there.
No, not even in the name of science. Come on, Johnny. Where's your sense of adventure? Where's your curiosity, man?
I left it with my last fuck about 2 clicks back that way.
You still have one left?
Well,
it lasted this long? Wow.
It was strategically acquired from somebody else. Technically, it wasn't mine because I never signed for it. So
that actually is true. Yep. If it's not on the TONE, then yep.
The platoon next to us and their Connex, they left something unsecured. I just happened to give it a home.
Look, I don't know how it got in the Connex.
They're getting screamed at. Where the fuck is this water jug?
They're doing layouts at fucking 7 o'clock on a Saturday.
And the whole company has to do layouts because of it. And it's like, we leave that one water jug buried in the furthest back of the Connex.
Because
nobody's thinking to look back there because it's with like shreds of old camo net.
Right. Buried in there with all the rest of the tool bags that you pick up.
Like, that's an awfully specific example. Where did you derive that from? Real life. My platoon, we acquired a water can, a 5-gallon water can from our second platoon, and it was during one of the company layouts. I mean, we got all our tripods out there, all our TU TU units. I mean, everything like camo nets, spreaders, poles, the whole 9 yards. Everything's laid out. And then we went to go start packing stuff up. There's this one water can just kind of hanging out in between the two Connexes. And we were like, we did a count on ours. We're like, well, we have all ours. Okay. And so, I mean, they're all marked Delta Company 2nd 327, right?
Yeah.
So we just take it, stick it in our fucking Connex.
That's why you keep positive control of your shit.
Right. But it didn't last very long because the next time that we went out to the field, we packed it with tow missile blast simulators.
Oh,
you remember the M80s with the electrical blasting caps on them?
Yes. Those were awesome.
We packed it with that. I mean, there was water down it. No, that's not what we did. Okay. So when we were emptying out the Connex, we found a box, like a case of the old school MRE heaters from Desert Storm.
Oh, yes.
Because that was back when the heaters were separate.
Yeah.
We had a full case of nothing but heaters. Right?
God.
So we probably had close to 50 heaters that were crunching up the chemical and we're putting it in this water can.
Oh, no.
We douche it with a 2-liter canteen. Screw the lid down, 100-mile-an-hour tape it and shake it, and the sides start bulging out. And we thought we were being slick, right? We're yelling out squad commands like we're going through the firing sequence for the tow.
Yeah.
Right. And we throw this water can into a shrub. And when it blew up, chunks of fucking plastic went everywhere. And there was this cloud of steam. The first sergeant comes over and he's like, fuck y'all doing? We're like, we're practicing our squad commands. First sergeant goes, that's some bullshit right there.
No, we actually were. You heard us.
Like, the biggest piece of this water can I think that we found was half of the cap.
Oh shit.
That's how much force this thing created.
Oh man.
Yeah. And like, you know how those MRE heaters they gave off that hydrogen smell because that's what they produced?
Turns my stomach just thinking about it.
Dude, it hung in our alfalfa. It was like a persistent agent. It didn't go anywhere. It was great.
What happened here? That's classified.
It'd be like that one character from Hotel Transylvania. Be like, I didn't do it.
Right.
Oh man. Let me see here. Send Colin a text message. Make sure he's ready. Boy, you better not be. Oh, come on. Read it. I'm going to blow his phone up. Bruh. Dude.
Start sending those one word. Just spell out the whole thing. One text. One letter.
Oh my gosh, that would be great. Let me text his little brother here. Still says delivered. Come on, somebody, anybody. Oh, Scooter checked his phone. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I gave Colin I gave Colin a joke for this week, and I told it to my parents yesterday. And my dad damn near fell out of his chair. So yeah. I sent it to one of my dad's friends, and of course he's still in church, right? And he's like, "It's a good thing I'm in church and I can't laugh that loud."
You pretend like you're not actually trying to.
That was my wife's face making a cameo appearance in this week's episode. Because I have a wider camera angle now. You're fine. I'm not ashamed at all. The girls are leaving very, very early in the morning because they're going to Austin in the morning. Oh my God, dude, hurry up.
Like on
purpose. Oh, there he is. He read it. Oh, there you are. He's gonna be like, dude, I was in the shower or I was in the bathroom. Like, then you need to text me and tell me that, so that way I don't have to blow up the entire universe trying to find you. He's like, sorry, I'm joining now. Yep. Definitely disappointed in this latest apocalypse.
Did you see the memes about the flat Earth eclipse?
No, I didn't. I'll have to look those up.
Let me send this to you because it's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna text it to you. I haven't seen it pop up all day. It's just the best thing.
I'm looking.
It's the moon just has this straight line shadow.
Oh, did you see the one with the turtle underneath?
The turtle
turtle holding up the earth. Awesome. Oh, that is great. Oh. Oh, this one's awesome. If eclipses are real, why do you need special NASA glasses to see them? Throw away your NASA CGI glasses and expose the lies on 4/8/2024.
Absolutely. 100%. I support that 100%.
Here's another one. The only thing flat earthers fear is sphere itself.
Sorry, what was that? We Flat Earth Society has members all over the globe.
Yes. I mean, oh, there's an Etsy. There's a shirt on Etsy. It says "Awesome Flat Earth Eclipse," and it's got the moon with the line through it.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Absolutely, I would wear the shit out of that.
The Earth is bowl shaped. That's how the water stays in.
I mean, that makes more sense than whatever bullshit they come up with.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. We're waiting on Colin's page to load here, so we're entertaining ourselves. I don't care about anybody out there in the audience right
now. Do we still have an audience? I think we chased everybody.
We have 6.
Are we really?
Wow. Oh yeah. Okay. You know, so we hit another high mark without David here.
I'm saying we're flying high, man.
No, I did see David this weekend. I brought the company or the last company T-shirt that I had, so that way he could provide it as a gift to somebody. I forget who it was that he said. Let me see here. Oh my God! Oh my God! I wish I could share my screen. Flat Earth Science, right? It's a back reaction kind of. It's a video.
Yeah.
It looks like a teacher, a female. It were like the sleeveless denim.
Yeah.
But she has a beard. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna scroll away from that one. Yeah, and I see. Here's one. See, the Flat Earth Society, they are they're trying to cast unrealistic expectations upon planet types. Okay, because real Earths have curves.
This is true. This is very true.
Spheres, curves are sexy. Flat is not. Just kind of putting that out there.
Like, just eat a sandwich already. Jesus.
Let me see here. We're waiting.
Also, I used to have this shirt that said, "Dear NASA, your mom thought I was big enough." Pluto.
Yes.
I wore the shit out of that shirt. Like, I literally wore it.
Reagan, I think, had that shirt. We took the kids all to Johnson Space Center a couple of years ago.
I miss that shirt. I want that one back so bad because that was fantastic. Just walk by and see people like doing double takes. I'd be like, "What?
Right?
What do you mean?" Like,
why is it taking forever for Colin's page to load? Did speak of the devil?
I hear it.
I heard it.
There we are.
Hello.
Check it out. We have 6 people watching right now.
You better bring your freaking A game. No pressure.
Oh God.
You ready for your intro?
Sure.
Before we get started, while we were waiting on you to come in, we started talking about the flat Earth people, and there's it's the greatest thing. I'm gonna send this to you real quick, Colin. It's pretty awesome. Let me see here. This is so good. Oh, come on. Seriously? You want to give me a heartache now? There we go. You're such a good little computer. There you go. And 3, 2, 1, delivered. See, yes, he gets it. Okay. With that, here we go. Here we are, rising from the smoke and haze of desolation. It's much too far, but it's a Ronin, bent on wrongdoing that which has been said right. But here, for your ears and your eyes, even to feast upon, means somebody's genetic code. But ladies, gentlemen, angry faithful, all ages, it's that time again. But joke time with Colin.
We're not even at hour yet. You guys brought me in early.
Quit pitching and just do your jokes.
Well, yeah, I'm just whatever, man.
Like,
why does the Easter Bunny hide his eggs? So nobody knows that he's banging chickens.
Okay. Okay.
Really? That's all?
Really?
Dude. I freaking loved that joke. That was okay.
Nice. Nice. I got you.
Why was Helen Keller such a bad driver?
God, here we go.
Because she was a woman.
Oh!
That was the one.
Oh,
Shit, I wasn't ready for that at all. Oh my god.
oh. Ah.
Oh, wow. Oh, damn it.
Spicy. It's so spicy. Oh my god.
So the reason I love this one so much, some of you may not know this, but I was actually hit by a car when I was 7 years old by a woman driver who left her turn signal on and then proceeded to just plow into me.
Oh, and there's your sister chiming in. Oh
There
my
it
god.
So yes, I particularly love this joke. It's fantastic.
Oh, that is so great.
That was amazing. It was your delivery on that was great too.
Yeah, look at your text. Yeah, look at your text.
Okay, I'm
He's still processing. Oh man.
Yeah.
A 10-year-old
Chris,
girl
what I have to say about your story
was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I like where this is going. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I got another one.
Oh,
we got a threefer?
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Love is like a box. I can't. Hold on. Love is like a box of chocolate. I can't do.
Just tell the joke. Just tell the joke.
No, I want you to tell this because you can do. You can do the.
Do the Forrest Gump voice.
Yeah. I don't have it in me today.
You know, you might want to rephrase that, considering Tom Hanks is a pedophile.
Not.
I am. I don't. I do not possess the ability for today to do the Forrest Gump voice.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. 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 Oh, God damn it. Oh, okay, here we go. Life is like a box of chocolate. It doesn't last long for fat people.
Damn. Okay. All right. Solid.
Oh.
That's what you last long.
Yeah.
Oh.
So much like in a threesome, somebody gets left out. I think we can chalk up the Easter Bunny joke as the one that gets forgotten.
Hey, Chris, you know what's funny? Dad came up with that joke.
I did come up with that joke, and it killed. And he was like, I'm going to put that in my notes right now. So, I mean,
and listen, they can't all be bangers. Listen, for every Godfather, there's a Godfather 3.
I've never seen a single one of those.
There's not enough time in the day to try and marathon it. I'd say we could get away with watching the first one for sure. The jury's still out on the second one. The third one we can just forget ever existed.
Honestly, you wouldn't need it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, one of the perks to being able to drive back from Wichita Falls on a Sunday is my ability to listen to the NASCAR race. This weekend they were in Martinsville for the Cookout 400. And it just happened to coincide with the 40th anniversary of Hendrick Motorsports. All 4 Hendrick Motorsports team cars were decked out in ruby red and white. Kyle Larson started on the pole, and he led for a pretty good chunk on Sunday.
Oh, right. You said he started out on the pole.
Oh, phrasing. Yeah. But
had to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I couldn't just let that one slide.
That's what she said.
Nice. Also.
Yeah. William Byron in the number 24 Hendrick Motorsports Chevy Camaro brought home the win. Its third win of the season, followed up by Kyle Larson finishing second, Chase Elliott finishing third. So Hendrick Motorsports on the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary finished 1-2-3 at Martinsville. And immediately the post-race show where people can call in.
Yeah.
I mean, already you could tell that these dudes from North Carolina that's got 4 teeth in their entire head are screaming about conspiracy theories. Like, hey, you better believe Fox and NASCAR, they were in on it. And it's no wonder that they finished like they did. There's something suspicious going on there. You know,
goddamn government, I'll tell you.
But to the credit of the show's host, he was like, yeah, I'm not there with you. It's like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, it was brutal.
You want to hear one more joke?
Yeah, sure. Because I forgot to play your outro. So there
we go.
Yeah, I'm like, he didn't play my outro yet. I can squeeze in one more joke.
Ooh.
Did you know Helen Keller had a fancy dollhouse? Neither did she.
Oh my god!
Damn it!
Oh, I love these Helen Keller jokes, man.
Awesome. Why do they always work so well?
Oh, and just
my
god, without regard or care for your moral well-being, you unfortunately
Oh man.
And then witness to another traumatic episode of this guy's genetic code assaulting your soul without consent. It's so violent. I just don't know what to do. But, ladies, gentlemen, again, angry faithful of all ages, this was joke time with Colin. Yeah.
Solid outing this week.
Solid. Yeah. I mean,
that's fantastic. You had a couple of bangers. You had your warm up one. Yeah.
Do you like destroyed Dad over there when you didn't like his joke? he was like, seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like, man, I'm waiting on this one to hit, and this is gonna be great.
Wham!
We're gonna get that.
No reaction.
We're gonna get that wound up. You know,
you didn't even get a chuckle. You got okay.
Just
okay.
stared
That's
off into the ceiling. I'm like, man. He's got an old school poster of Jana Jameson hung up there or something. Like,
listen. Apparently, when it comes to jokes, I have a type.
Yeah, so
apparently it's killer.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
She didn't.
Who knew Helen Keller was your trigger? One of my favorite one of my favorite Helen Keller jokes is a meme. It's a visual joke. So it's like, here's a picture of Helen Keller with her kitten Mittens, and it's a fucking pug dog.
Yes.
Dad, I'm gonna send. I remember that thing I showed you.
At
Grammy and Papa's. Here, I'm sending it now. Why don't you send that to Chris?
Oh, yes, I'll send that here in just a second. I'm going to let you read that one after your segment. Go ahead. Yes.
You know what's funny? Right before this, I was playing Call of Duty.
By all means, please go ahead, send it.
You know, the bright side, Helen Keller's immune to flashbangs, so.
That's true. Dude. She's like the perfect point person.
Throws it.
You just
everybody gets. She's the human shield. Everybody gets behind her.
Yeah,
like
give her a street
Keller.
Give her a street sweeper, and you just hook her to the front of the riot shield. You're good to go.
Check out the meme I just sent you, Chris, and then look at the comment at the bottom of it.
Betsy Turtle. Glub glub.
Who's been a bad sea turtle?
Oh my god, I'm sending that to my girlfriend.
But next week they are at Texas Motor Speedway for the. I know I just blew everybody's ears out who's listening with earbuds.
Right, you better hope they're not listening to a car, like.
Right,
that's true.
The Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 at Texas Motor Speedway, which we will not be attending.
Sadly,
you sound like you're doing an AutoZone commercial.
Still want to know the rest of the chronicles of.
I do. I want to know what happened
Deacon and
with the Roanoke United Methodist Church. I think I should call them and set up an interview.
We absolutely do. And then have them just give them all the episodes where we've just shit all over them for absolutely no reason.
Like the pastor answers the phone and he can be like, wait a minute.
It's like, I'm not even married.
or plot twist, like, he goes, wait a minute, that was y'all parked next to me?
Oh. It's like, what is that? You driving around me?
Bro. Like, who's the fugly Syrian that got out and walked up to my van?
Thought I was gonna die.
You guys do nobody favors for their libido. Like,
not even Blue Chew will bring that thing back.
We're like, look, man, you better start coming up with better lies because your story's got more holes in it than Joel Osteen's church does.
No. I can't. That was a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people that we still have listening are like, oh,
like,
my God.
Like, where am I right now?
What time does the bus leave? First thing in the morning. Wait, you got to break this out on them. You got to be like, first thing in the morning.
Gotta have the eyebrow.
Yeah, my eye was drying out because I can't hold it like John Blackman.
You just don't have the practice. That's
why I'm out of practice. That's exactly what it is.
You will never
so this rate. Which reminds me, this coming Sunday, April 14th, is Colin's birthday. So we've got a decision to make. Do we sing him happy birthday now, or do we do it next week?
David will be back next week, right?
God, I hope so.
Yeah. I think we need to save it for when David's here.
Okay.
Nobody heard me.
No, what did you say?
You're like, David should be back next week. I'm like, oh, let's sing now.
Nobody is spared. Nobody is spared.
Nobody. Oh my God.
Have mercy.
Yeah, I got a feeling though that like when the Spirit moves David and he starts speaking in tongues, it'd be like releasing the protagonist ghost from the new Ghostbusters movie. That's what it would sound like.
The freaking RE4
script in Arabic,
the RE4 chant,
Yeah. There you
go. Wherever they say.
This Sunday, April 14th at 2:00 Central Time, you can catch the race on FS1, the Performance Racing Network, which is the other radio affiliate, or SiriusXM on in your car or on the SiriusXM app. I am most likely going to make everybody miserable in the house, and I'm going to watch it on my TV in the living room with the soundbar up.
Yeah.
I mean, the 1.5 mile package that Kyle Larson and his team bring, the Hendrick Motorsports brings, period. So look for Hendrick Motorsports to be running up front for most of the day next week. And as long as Kyle Larson can stay away from Bubba Wallace on the restarts, I think we're going to be okay. Man, dude, we're an hour 17. So
yeah, you called me in early. That's what I was saying. I'm like,
I know, because like now we're out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it from going 2 hours today.
Yeah, I know, but it just doesn't. I mean, like it feels like we're leaving something on the table here. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like
of course, we haven't heard from Maria at all tonight. So
yeah, I've noticed. Chat kind of quiet.
That's why. Is that why we had 6 people? Because we didn't have Maria in there chasing everybody away.
No, I think it was because I showed up.
That's you show up every week.
Yeah, and that's why everybody shows up every week.
But we had 6 right at the start. Like I'm talking minute 1, we had 6 people watching.
Yeah, they were waiting.
David's probably watching while he's at work, and the number drops considerably because his boss is coming around, and David has to switch over to corn or something like that, so that way his boss doesn't think that he's sweet on dudes or something. I'm just kind of I'm floating theories out there. Oh, what you watching there, David? Oh, that's my favorite niche right there. Yeah, way to go. Plot twist, it's granny corn.
I was gonna say the I can't even say it.
Oh, go for it. Knock it out of the park here.
The Trap Boys, the Fen Boys.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's like, I gotta see the flap.
I gotta see the flap. Oh God.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow. Belle sent me some Helen Keller jokes.
Oh.
She goes, these are my favorite Helen Keller jokes. Do you want me to send them to you, Colin?
Oh, so I can tell him?
These are great. Oh my god.
All right, yeah, you send them to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's fucking awesome.
Should I say them now or save them for next week?
Save these for next week because these are gonna hit, dude. those are fire.
I'm picking what you're putting down.
see that, Belle? You got your brother's seal of approval.
Helen, what are you staking?
Wow, he is tracking. Oh my god, that is that is awesome.
Bravo.
That's yeah. Good job, Belle. Way to go. Oh my god. That's great stuff. All right. Well, I mean, we could stretch this out, make it an even hour and a half, or we can just call it a night.
Try to call it a night. I got.
Did you say we, as in like OUI is in French, like yes?
That's what I heard. I heard we.
Did you say
you talking to me?
Yeah, you. No, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you.
I didn't say anything.
You said something.
You're right. He didn't say anything. He said we.
He said we.
I went
It's not what I heard. Oh, I'm gonna go back and watch the tape. Anyways, all right. Well, I guess
just let this be fun for me.
Jesus. Shit, we're just gonna call it a night. It's a short episode. I mean,
so we did quality over quantity. That was what we did today.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm going with. You imagine how much what the time would have looked like had we not gone to North Korea.
Just that sentence taken by itself out of context.
Playing a dangerous game.
Oh,
I mean, the NSA can go back and review the logs.
One wrong edit, and it's like done.
Dude, David, you got to clip just that part. I want just that sentence clipped.
Yes, I did.
We're gonna post that everywhere.
You're gonna love Colin's joke tonight.
Which one?
Why was Helen Keller such a bad driver? Because she's a woman.
I'm gonna get the look.
You exactly got the look.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna get the look.
Oh, you got the look. Oh, you got the look, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
And when we pick you up 2 weeks from now, you're gonna get the look again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like the death stare of death. I'm gonna. Yeah, I might as well get
it's so potent and deadly that it's worth repeating itself. The death stare of death. I mean, it's worth stating twice. I'm just kind of saying. I mean, I'm gonna have to deal with the fallout as soon as we get off of here. And
you should be telling jokes like that.
Look, man.
What?
I
don't keep secrets. All right.
I know. I know.
I mean, it's on the internet for
it's
everybody.
like I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's
not like she doesn't know where to go find it.
Anyways, this is remarkably short, and I'm having the hardest time letting go. Like, I can't quit you. I'm sorry. No. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, angry faithful of all ages, our trolls, our detractors, dare I even say our critics, and then there's David. Look at that. Ooh, that's a crooked number. You see that? Look at the viewer count. Right there at the end. We're about to land the damn plane. No, Chris, look at the viewer count. Look how many viewers we have right now.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, it just dropped. Never mind. There was a crooked number up there.
They were like,
it was there.
They're like,
that's what I get for that.
Yeah, that's what I get.
Closing my phone.
Yeah. Anyways, this was episode 155. And much like the dude, we're into the whole brevity thing. So with that being said, I'm Johnny Skelton.
I am Chris Jacka.
Oh, Colin Skelton.
He is not paying attention.
I was not paying attention.
You have been privy. You have been subjected. You have been assaulted. Most of which was non-consensual. But I digress. This has been Nerd Sports 155. Scissor me timbers. Arr.